So how does a rivet nut work? Well, essentially it works the same as a pop rivet, and the tooling itself is very, very similar. You don't want to use one of these because this is for drywall fixings. This is a pop rivet gun, and you can buy very similar guns to this which are designed to work with the nuts. However, what I've done is I've gone and purchased this little beauty, which attaches to the end of my drill, or in the case I'm going to show you in a second, my impact driver. And you simply just change the attachment to whichever size of nut you're using, fit the nut on, add your drill to the back of it, and then just let the drill do all the work, which for me is a lot nicer than having to use this type of version where you have to use your own force to do the work. And obviously I need to turn up the strength of the impact driver, but you can see it's already started to grab. And there we have it. All I have to do is now just unwind a bit. So as you can see, the nut has compressed itself really nicely against the back of the plate, and it has got a very good strong fixing there. So there's no need for me to try and struggle putting in a washer or a nut to hold my side panel in place in the van, and invariably the reason for doing this is because it's in a couple of places it is actually impossible for me to do that. It's now time for me to drill the holes ready for the rivet nuts, and I'm going to use the original fixings from the original board that was in place as my pilot holes. Now, one piece of advice I would give is either use a step drill, which isn't too long, and just be controlled with it as you go through it, or what I'm going to do is I'm using a metal drill, and I've cut myself a piece of scrap wood, drilled a hole all the way through it, so that'll sleeve the drill itself, which only leaves a little piece of the tip sticking out. This way, that if the drill decides it's going to grab and try and pull itself through, it can't do that, which means the outside of my van is safe from me hitting it and drilling through it, which is something that none of us want to do. Well, this isn't actually as easy as it looks, but I expect by the time I've gone around and done all of them, I'd have worked out the knack to get it to do it. But I'm going to carry on, get all the other nuts in, and then I can put the board on. So things just didn't pan out well with that tool. It was a lot more difficult to use than I envisioned, and on top of that, I only managed to get in these two up here. The third one here, as you can probably hear, is loose. And when I came to do this one, the tool just completely ceased to operate. So it's gone back to where I bought it from, and in the time I was waiting for the new tool to turn up, I actually decided to redo both the wheel arches. Originally I wasn't going to, but when I took this one off over here, the complete corner of it is completely messed up, it's falling to bits and it's very well bashed. So replaced both the wheel arches, and then the new tool turned up. I've gone for a manual one this time because, well, why not? I tried the automatic one, it didn't work, so I'm going to go back to being old school again. So I'm just going to see if I can tighten this one up and then carry on with the rest of them. Wow, well that's hard work, but it's done the job. Oh, I'm going to bump like Popeye by the end of this.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Really hard to find the ocean. And all of those
Well, that's it. Thank you for watching my Milwaukee Packout build inside of my van. Have you done this yourself, or are you going to do this yourself? Do you have any different ideas? There are thousands of different ways you can do this, but I hope the basic principles have shown you how to get on and do it yourselves. Please let me know in the comments below how you're getting on, and don't forget to like and subscribe because everyone helps. So until the future, thanks again for watching. I'll see you again soon. Well, things just didn't go right. Things are definitely not going right. Get the words out of my mouth. Anyway, right. So obviously I've just finished off those holes, so the next job for me to do is to do exactly the same thing. Watch. And what these do is they basically, when you put the bolt in through the front, it pulls the back in place, so there's always a compression fitting there. It's like having a washer and a nut. It's like having a washer and a nut in one. But what I need to do is take a spade bit and start all over again. Well, that didn't work. So until then, see you again soon.